Okay.
Great to have Mark-Anthony Kaye, midfielder of LAFC, one of the best people in all of sports. First of all, Mark-Anthony, how are you feeling? How have you been coping with this whole situation?
Yeah, first I want to thank you for having me on, Pablo. And yeah, it's a difficult time for everyone, obviously. I think we're all coping with it differently. But for me personally, I'm just staying home, trying to stay active physically and mentally, giving myself something to wake up and look forward to do. We've been staying pretty engaged with our strength coaches at LAFC. So we have home workouts that we have to do every day. Today it's raining outside, so I don't know how many guys are going to get out and run, but we're going to be biking and stuff. They provided us with stationary bikes. So from that point, we have that. And then, you have endless possibilities to figure out a way to keep yourself engaged at home.
What about Bob Bradley? As you can see on my set, I got a little miniature Bob Bradley here. Hey,
yeah, I got my
workouts in. Have you been talking to Bob regularly? Does he call the guys? Do you guys do like a big Zoom chat with the entire team together? How has Bob been with you guys these days?
So at the beginning of all this, Bob called everyone, and Bob is such a great guy, and he's so respected by everyone. So, and we know how he looks out for all of us as he's like our father figure. So when you see your phone light up and it says Bob Bradley, a lot of thoughts go through your head. You're like, okay, did I do something wrong? Am I in trouble? And then you realize it's just this sweet guy who just is on the phone trying to make sure that everything is being taken care of and that you're okay and that he knows that we're all in it together. So Bob has his ways of contacting people, which I think everyone will take it, differently depending on their relationship with Bob. But yeah, he's done a good job to make sure everyone's still engaged.
LAFC is all about fans and fun and the 3-2-5-2 and everybody packed in so close and that energy, that amazing energy in that building. It's going to be hard to tell 3,252 people, the 3-2-5-2, hey, the doors are open again, get close, get shoulder to shoulder, get tight with one another again after this. I mean, when do you expect a stadium like Bank of California to be rocking full capacity, shoulder to shoulder again, Mark?
Oh, man. It's tough. And when you explain it like that, I start to look at things I hadn't looked at before. And it's not like as soon as all these games come back and stadiums are allowed to have spectators that everyone's going to want, like you said, to get so close to each other again after all these health concerns. So it's tough to predict. I would hope that it would be within a month or so of the season being played that we start to get back that environment that we all love and have created over the last couple of years with LAFC. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how people react to having stadiums open again. So I'm hoping that it goes back to normal ways, but I know that safety and the health concerns are the big thing. So we know that no matter where our fans are, they will be supporting us, but 32-52, having them behind us is a big win for sure.
Would you be able to play exactly the same with that same drive and energy in an empty Bank of California?
Thinking from it now, I would like to say yes, 100%. I think that you have to mentally prepare yourself to understand that you don't have crowds to pull off of, and you don't have environments to amp you up and get you ready for a game. But we also have Bob Bradley, and Bob is the type of guy that will get us motivated for any situation. So I know that his expectations for us to play this game properly, even without fans in the stadium, I know that he'll get us on the right page. So I know that if I can't get myself to that point, that's what a good coach will do. He will make sure that his players are at that point.
What else have you been doing at home? I mean, I'm stuck here. I'm going insane. I started my own ThePABLOShow, interviewing different people, athletes, doctors, actors. Yeah. I'm playing the guitar. I'm running out of things to try to do. What is Mark-Anthony Kaye doing with his extra free time trapped at home?
Yeah, so I started doing yoga. I picked up yoga. I always wanted to, and I think my life was a little bit too fast-paced to be able to just put things in that required you to devote actual time to it. If it wasn't an easy transition, then it kind of phases out of your schedule. So now I have so much time, I'm like, okay, I need to get into this mindset and routine of being able to do yoga, because eventually it will help you know, and we lose out on the physical therapy and seeing our trainers all the time. So this is one way to keep my body in a good headspace, right? And then also my girlfriend, me and her, like, we love cooking, and we love, big thing we share is that we love eating. You know, when we're ever together, we're always eating. So she is big into baking, and I've never been into baking. I don't think I would take the proper time to like bake something, you know, because it takes patience, and now all I have is time and patience. So we've been baking a lot. We've been working with these recipes with banana bread. So we've made like 3 over the last week or so.
Do you have one there that you can show us? Do you have a banana bread made?
I have one, yeah. Actually,
bring it over, Mark. I gotta see this.
It's half.
Kaye cookie show. By the way, I am quite the cook myself.
So
and I want to see this banana bread.
This is what we made. This is half of it because we ate it. It was so good.
Okay.
Basically,
break off a little piece so we can see how soft it is.
Okay. Oh yeah. Let me show you. Let me get a knife. I'm a big like cinnamon guy. You know what I mean? I love cinnamon sugar donuts, cinnamon rolls, and I love banana bread. So we decided to make a banana bread. It's in the fridge, so obviously it's a little hard right now. But we made a banana bread with a cinnamon sugar like topping, crumble. Yeah. So it's very good. And this was the 3rd one we made. So we've been making a lot, and you know, it's just a good way for bonding and learning different skills. You know what I mean? So I think we're probably gonna end up baking a lot of stuff.
Mark-Anthony, since you're here on the Pablo Show, honored to have you on here. Tell everyone something about you that they would never know. Is Mark-Anthony a singer? Is there gonna be an M.A.K. rap album release someday? Are you gonna be in a movie? Are you an actor? What's something we don't know about you?
I think something that people don't know about me is my passion for coaching. I don't think people know enough about that, but I actually have just started to educate myself on the best coaches in the world who have been in the game. And I see that as something that I would want to do in the future. I'm also trying to just look at as many options as possible because, you know, football doesn't last forever. And I do want to continue to grow my brand and my name past me just being an athlete. So and maybe one day we'll have a conversation about this, about being, you know, a TV personnel and a sports broadcaster, and I'll get advice from you. But there's a lot of paths that I'm looking down in the future that I want to go. And I don't think people know that about me, that I'm planning so much stuff right now in my young years so that they can see a new and improved Mark-Anthony when the career is over, and something else they can follow along with.
Well, that's why I asked you that question. One, you're terribly good looking, Mark, and you're an athlete, and you're extremely smart. You are Canadian, so you have that going for you as well. Yeah. So you have all these different facets. I had to ask you that question because I definitely see bright future in whatever you choose to do.
Thank you, Pablo. I really appreciate that. That means a lot coming from you. And like I said, I'm going to be picking your brain in a couple weeks from now once I get a lot of things figured out and a plan in my head.
Yeah, you got to tell LAFC also to sell that cinnamon banana bread at the next game.
Yeah,
that would sell
100%.
Out.
100%.
That is some good stuff. For all LAFC fans, all LA fans here as well, and everybody across the world that is missing soccer so much, Mark-Anthony Kaye, LAFC midfielder, give us a message. Say something positive for them during this very difficult time.
Yeah, I would like to say to everyone that we're all going through this together. And the fact that we're all going through this together means we're going to get through it together. And that, you know, through hardships comes a lot of positivity. And I think once the world gets back to normal, we're actually going to be much more grateful for what we have and thankful for what we get every day. And in turn, it'll be a positive change. And we just have to kind of sit through the wave right now. But everything in turn will be much, much better. So just stay strong, stay safe.
Thank you so much, Mark-Anthony Kaye. Honored to have you on here on the Pablo Show. I can't wait to see you playing again. I can't wait to taste that banana bread, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Pablo, so much for having me. It was a pleasure. And what you're doing is great, and I hope you just continue to grow as a person too. So it's amazing, man.
God bless. Thank you so much. LAFC midfielder Mark-Anthony Kaye.
Thank you, Pablo. Amazing.